Hey guys, John L here. I wanted to do a quick video about a team, a 2-star team, Marvel Now Magneto, Classic Storm, and Hawkeye. This is one of the great teams. I think a lot of people use it in this game. This team is kind of special to me just because it's the first team I ever used to beat the big enchilada. And if you're in the 2-star to 3-star range trying to cross over, it's a good team that can run through the big enchilada pretty easily, especially now that they have champs and they've made the enchilada so that it's not 2 waves of 3. It's gotten a little bit easier, but this team is still great, and if you don't know about it, it's still great to use, even if you're just playing in PvE or PvP at a low roster level. So we're going to use Marvel Now Magneto, we're going to use Storm, and we're going to use Hawkeye. And the way this team comes together is it's all about the purple. So, Magneto's... Oh, that's nice, we got a good board with a lot of purple here. So, putting teams together isn't just about placing 3 characters on your roster and just kind of playing. A lot of times you have to play in certain ways, and that was what was complicated for me, because for this Magneto, Hawkeye, Storm team, it didn't really kind of make a whole lot of sense how their powers played off of each other. But once I spent some time, just playing around with it, maybe watching other people do it, you could see how a team which has real synergistic abilities can be really devastating. So, again, the key to this team is it's all about the purple. So even though, well, actually there's a blue, we'll take the blue first. Actually, it doesn't really even matter, just because we have just minions here, so we'll go and try to get as much purple as we can. What you want to do is kick off Magneto's polarity shift. So what I would recommend is have polarity shift at 5, and magnetic flux at 5, and iron hammer at 3. I know it's tempting to have iron hammer at 5 so you can just destroy the whole board, but it's not as useful as the other 2 powers. For Hawkeye, you want to have speed shot at 5. And it doesn't really matter what you do with the rest of his powers. Electric arrow and blast arrow probably aren't going to come into play. For Storm, you want to have lightning storm at 5, windstorm at 5, and raging tempest at 3. You really want to kind of get to the point where you can use your windstorm and stun enemies. Lightning storm is fantastic. You can keep picking up green, and it'll destroy tiles on the board, give you AP, and kind of shuffle the board too, just because you destroy so many tiles. So those are the things that we're going to be looking to do when we use this team in a match. So again, you want to build towards purple first. That's going to be your goal. So that's going to be what we're doing. I like to pick up green on the way. Just make sure that if you do make a match with Storm, you're only going to face match damage. Like if you're facing a character, just make sure they don't have enough AP that they're going to unleash some attack that'll kill her, because if Storm goes down, the strategy gets a bit more difficult. You really want to keep her healthy. Alright, and any day now we'll get a purple. There you go. Alright, so actually we can do a double whammy right now. So we have a 5 of yellow right here. So if we do that, that'll kick off Hawkeye's speed shot. So that's one of the things that we want to try to execute when we use this team. Just get as many 5s on the board so you get that speed shot right there. At 5, he does quite a bit of damage. So since we have our purple with Magneto, let's call polarity shift. Just try to get as much blue as possible. So what you're aiming to do is get Storm's windstorm charged up, which we did. So if you see, The other bonus of Magneto's polarity shift is at level 5, or 5 covers, he creates 5 red tiles. So that doesn't sound like a whole lot, but when you do polarity shift, those 5 red tiles are generally going to cause a bunch of red matches, which is also going to charge up his magnetic flux. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on with this team that works well together. So the only thing really that you want to do is just make sure, you know, get purple, charge up blue. If that's not there, try to get green. And also make sure that Magneto and Hawkeye are the guys who are taking the damage. So right now we have 2 guys who are close to death. We'll just kick off Windstorm right here. And we don't have any actual main character type enemies coming up. So most likely, when all these speed shot tiles resolve, it's just going to murder everybody. So all the speed shot going on, mixed with Storm's Windstorm, you get a lot of strong attacks, you get a stun, just a lot of stuff going on. So it's a really great team. I used it for the Under the Sea battle right here, but as I mentioned, it's the first team that I ever used to beat the Big Enchilada. So if you're in that 2-star, 3-star range, you're having some trouble, you don't have like a strong 3-star team that you can use those guys for the Big Enchilada, and chances are you might not even make it past, you know, needing to beat more than the first 3 guys before all these speed shots and stuff just take out everybody else. So anyways, hope that's helpful to you guys, and thanks for watching. Take care.